Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Yeah, some technical difficulties going on there. What in the world is going on? That's right, you heard it right. Layer 2 ZK rollups on Bitcoin. What the world? What the world? And in case you're wondering if that's a good thing or a bad thing, it's a good thing. Don't we want Bitcoin to get better? Well, don't we want that blockchain to get better, to get faster, to get cheaper? Of course we do. Of course, of course we do. We want that thing to get better, right? So this is a good deal. Now let me see why I can't get this. I'm gonna test this out. Bear with me. So that's good news. Also, we're going to get into a new launchpad. It's not a new launchpad. It's like a launchpad 2.0 because it was originally a launchpad, and so a couple things happened, and they kind of locked arms and strengthened their resolve and came out with a better launchpad. And I think it's just really, 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 really good now. Really, really good. So we're going to get into that. We're going to talk about that a little bit as well. Let me do this live chat here. So that's really, really exciting. Look, I get it. I get it. Ripple's got a massive expansion into the buy. I think that's awesome. Is it I don't know if it's DS or it's the other guy. Maybe it's the casino guy. Um, just doesn't seem to be happy about things going on in the XRPL infrastructure ecosystem. I don't know, but dude is never happy. This is all I know. Doesn't seem to be happy. And I think got to pay attention to that a little bit, right? Got to pay attention to that a little bit. Got to pay attention to that. I was listening to Jungle the other day. Jungle was saying that Ripple said they're not going to be IPOing. Look, the AMM is going to be a game changer when it gets here. It's going to be a game changer when it gets here. It's going to be massive when it gets here, when it gets through, when it gets passed. And we have to figure out how much of a catch-up game we will have to play. What's the catch-up game going to look like? Because it's going to be a catch-up game. It's going to be a catch-up game. What is it going to look like for us as XRP holders? And I think we've all been in a space long enough to know that we can't put all our eggs in one basket. I'm pretty sure we know this now. Right? So I'm pretty sure that we are diversified in our portfolio. We're diversified into whether it be gaming or NFTs or layer twos as opposed to layer ones, into RWA plays like Centrifuge, right? And Maker, right? So I'm hoping that we have at least done that. But look, this is great news. I think people, some of the other content creators who lost their way, never thought about Bitcoin in the way that it should be thought of, and that it is technology. And since it's technology, it's going to get better. So layer twos on Bitcoin is going to become a thing. It's going to become a thing. ZK rollups, that's a narrative, right? The zero knowledge proof rollups is going to be a thing. And if it's going to be on Bitcoin, it's going to be better. It's going to make that blockchain better. It's going to make the usability, the user experience for you and I is going to make it better. The Bitcoin ETFs is noise. It's noise. It's noise. It's just noise because it's TradFi driven. And if it's TradFi driven, TradFi's number one product is the fiat dollar, not Bitcoin. It's just TradFi's number one is the dollar, especially BlackRock, right? And so I was not surprised to see Bitcoin at 42,000 or just below 42,000. Look, these institutions that want access to something, they're not going and getting native Bitcoin. They certainly aren't mining it. They're going to Fidelity. They're going to BlackRock, who's already got the Bitcoin. They're not going to exchanges. They're not buying your Bitcoin or our Bitcoin, right? So in a few years, it'll be papered down. The great thing about the institutions is that coming in is that they're going to taper down the volatility, and because of that, mainstream media will begin to talk about it being less volatile, and that's how it will become more appealing to retail, right? But that's going to take some time. The 95% right now, they're listening to their financial planners, financial advisors, their RIAs, and they're buying their product to get access to Bitcoin. Unless you've had some positive conversation with your boys and you've helped them get a MetaMask, you've helped them get, start on Coinbase, you've helped them get a hardware wallet, they're probably just going to do something through their RIA. You just sign this thing here, agree to these fees, and we'll get you access to that Bitcoin stuff. Probably how it's going to go. But yeah, so I was really excited about it. Came across this today from actually it was this morning. Yeah, it was this morning from my guy Virtual Bacon, and very interesting to hear this. It's in testnet right now, but and I'm excited about it being in testnet because if it's testnet, they've already talked about a possible airdrop. If you're early or if you're at the testnet phase of a possible airdrop, it can be beneficial, right? But don't we want that blockchain to get better, Rodwell Nobrega? Don't we want that thing to get better? Don't we want it to get faster? Even the testnet bridge, I was on the testnet bridge right now. It's still, I mean, we're talking 30, 60 minutes in the testnet bridge stuff, right? Yeah, it's testnet, right? It's not got over, it's not even testing the EVM stuff yet, but it's coming, right? And that's great for us. We're early. We're so early. It's unbelievable how early we are in improving out this technology and this asset class. It's amazing. It's amazing how early we are. Look, I can go over the numbers, but the market is doing what the market does, fam. Bitcoin's around 42,000. Ethereum, in anticipation of the Ethereum ETF, is doing a little something, something. So if you got some, you had some. I mean, look, perfect, awesome, cool. I'm wondering if Arbitrum is going to become the new Ethereum. I'm wondering. I don't know. I can't say. I don't know if it's going to become that. Right now, Arbitrum is at the all-time high, $2. I mean, Arbitrum token just kind of came out. So maybe one doesn't want to purchase Arbitrum at all-time highs. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe want to just put a little something into it. I like Arbitrum. We got a lot of stuff being built on Arbitrum. It's going to be interesting to see in this, will layer twos be part of the narratives or one of the narratives in this bull run? I believe RWAs is going to be a narrative. The tokenization and RWAs, I believe that's going to be a narrative. Will layer twos be a narrative? Those layer two ZK rollup things, will they be a narrative, right? Will Manta, will ZK Sync, will Arbitrum and Optimism, will they lead? Will they join? Will they be a big part of the narratives for this bull run? It's interesting to see. 100%, Trevor. 100%. It's a shame. I talk about this in the last 2 or 3 streams. I talk about the community being in a bubble, right? And not realizing what's going on out there outside of the XRP and XRPL ecosystem. And it's crazy. It's a little crazy, and I think it's important for us as investors that we understand that there's an ecosystem. Like there's layer twos on Bitcoin. People are out there building layer twos for Bitcoin to make it more scalable, to make it faster, to make it less expensive on Bitcoin. That's massive. It's absolutely massive. I'm going to talk about this LaunchPad that I'm really excited about. I got some of the tokens this morning. Um, I have been following this guy. I suggested you guys follow this guy named Kyle Chasse. Um, what, 2 months ago? Something about him. It was just was something about him. We came across to me as I don't know him, but it's something about him that came across as a genuine guy, wanting to see people win, wanting to see everyone win, and I'm more convinced of it today after I watched the video from him. But turns out that he is also good buds and pals with my other dude, which is Virtual Bacon. So, who I think is a good guy and is a genuine guy wanting to do his thing and bring other people with him, bring people along with him. He wants to help other people win as well. We're real smart guys. So when I come to find out today that they know each other, that, they do things together and actually in a kind of a bit of a collaboration, I believe, kind of going forward as well with this LaunchPad. And I think LaunchPads are going to be a thing as well. So it's going to be interesting to see. So we're going to get into Satoshi VM in testnet. Satoshi VM. Let me see if I can. Let me do this first. Trevor Conte is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. How are you, bro? Let's see if I can't find this. There it is. All right, let's see. I don't think so. I think I may have opened an account. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. Let's see here. Interesting stuff. Satoshi VM. Now, how did I find out about it? I found out about this from my guy, Virtual Bacon. I believe the guy's name is Dennis. And he posted on his page that he was testing it out and thought it was interesting and thought it was pretty decent and all this other kind of stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, let me go check it out, see what's good. Satoshi VM, decentralized Bitcoin ZK rollup layer 2 that is compatible with the EVM ecosystem and uses and uses native Bitcoin as gas. Satoshi VM introduces the EVM ecosystem to Bitcoin, granting the Bitcoin ecosystem the capability to issue assets and build applications. This is cool, isn't it? It's awesome. It's pretty good stuff, right? But I just think that Flare Network is doing this. I think Flare is doing this. I think that, and they're doing it at the layer 1 level in a lot of ways. Flare Networks I think, is going to be ginormous. It's going to be interesting to see how Flare will handle their marketing going forward. Once they kind of get these F assets out, it's going to be very, very interesting to see how they handle their marketing, because I feel like outside of the XRP ecosystem or community, who else got Doge, right? Got Doge, and they said they're going to be do Bitcoin. I've not heard a Bitcoiner talk about Flare Networks. It's either been Flare people or Flare Network people, that community, or it's been the XRP community. So, but it'll be interesting to see. I do think this is awesome. It's like we know about Flare, but we don't know what is that that F asset system. What does it really mean in the broader picture? Like, what does it really mean in the broader picture? Does it mean you can take Bitcoin and use it other places? Does it mean that things can be built on Bitcoin because of Flare? What does it mean? I know layer cake means, I understand what that means, but what is the F asset system? What does it really, really mean? Is it taking XRP and going places with it without losing custody of it and using it? But it's got to be an ecosystem out there for that, right? It's got to be an ecosystem like Moy Finance, where you can provide liquidity, right? So, by the way, so we'll see. We'll see what all Flare has in store. But a ZK rollup, zero knowledge proof rollup on Bitcoin, I think it's going to be a game changer. And you can participate in the test net with not real money in the test net and become eligible for a possible airdrop at the test net phase. Now, my experience over the last about 90 days doing this airdrop farming and, you know, putting a lot of time and energy and putting a few dollars into these different airdrops and seeing how they all work, I'm noticing that they phase in these things. They do test nets, then they do mainnet stuff, and then they kind of do airdrops. But the airdrops become more beneficial to people who participated during the test net phases, right? It doesn't mean that in mainnet you can't still possibly qualify for airdrops, but the test nets phase is definitely a better phase. SatoshiVM.io. Interesting instance. Here's Explorer. They got a bridge, and they got up here, you can see testnet is live. Explore Bitcoin layer 2 at testnet.svmscan.io. svmscan.io. Now, I played around with this a little bit earlier today. It's very, very, very interesting. Here's the getting started thing here, and you can see there's a wallet setup. There's a faucet where you get some Satoshi. There's a bridge testnet and an SVM testnet. Swap, I don't think the swap is live yet. They got a roadmap, and it's really, really simple to do. And perhaps I'll do a video on it. I know I'm gonna do one for the mastermind group, but I did do it. Here's the bridge. I did some today, and it's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. You got to get this Unisat wallet, and you have to put this testnet network on your freaking MetaMask. Let me see here. Network information. And here's the network information right here, SatoshiVM testnet. And all you do is go to your MetaMask and you add a network, and then you just, you copy the RPC. You don't really need to explore, but you can put it in there if you want. After you copy the RPC, then you put all of this stuff in here. Testnet 3110 for the ID, the symbol, Bitcoin, and go from there. Have that on your Explorer. But yeah, it's really, really simple to use. Again, I'll probably do a video for it on how to do it if you're interested in testing it out. But the fact that that they're doing that as a layer 2 is fascinating to me. And I think it's good news. And I think it's not something to be afraid of. And I think it's not something where we as XRP holders feel like we have to be in competition. Unfortunately, some of the louder content creators in the space in our community kept making it about a competition, about competing, unfortunately. So a lot of people stayed away from staking, and a lot of people, stayed away from, Ethereum, and not exploring other projects in Ethereum because of the gas fees, but also because, they thought, there's no solution. Well, next, there's Arbitrum and Optimism and ZK Sync and other layer 2s, right? And so it's really, really important to understand that each of us need all of us, and all of us need each of us, and understand that Bitcoin, just like XRP, is technology. Ethereum, just like XRP, is technology, and technology gets better, right? We want that blockchain, the Bitcoin blockchain, to get better and improve. We want Ethereum to get better and improve, right? We want that to happen, right? We want things to get more and more and more, become more carbon neutral over time. And technology will do that. It'll get better over time. So there it is right there, SatoshiVM.io. Testnet is live. Explore. You hit this, and you can get started doing it. It's really, really, really simple. But again, I probably will do a video on it. I'm not going to do the video here, but I did want to share that with you guys because it's important to understand that this space is getting better. It's growing. The space is growing. And this is a good thing, not a bad thing. Oh, multiverse is launching, got a launch pad, huh? Man, I went big on EGLD back in the day, bro. Big, big, big. Trevor LeConte says, I was telling South Texas the other day about a new launch pad on Multiverse X called Tada. Tada? AI data is going to be huge. It's a new launch pad on Multiverse X. That's interesting. Multiverse just seems kind of big. They keep doing stuff and building stuff. Um, I just don't know if a lot of people are on them. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting to see that. So yeah, layer two ZK rollup in the works, in progress on Bitcoin. On Bitcoin, fam. I mean, that's crazy. That is crazy frequency that's happening. And I love it. I absolutely love it. We want Bitcoin to get better, and we want the technology to get better and improve for sure. We want to be able to hold this asset and store it and know that 5 years from now, or 10 years from now, 15 years from now, it's going to be faster, it's going to be cheaper, it's going to be whatever, right? But we wanted it to win. And it's good to see that it's not just going to be just ordinals and and things like that. People are coming up with freaking solutions, and that is awesome. So how many of you guys have heard of the paid network, or Ignition? Have you heard about that? Let me know if you guys have heard about that. I listened to Kyle Chai say today, and apparently he is like one of the founders, or his fund was one of the founders and the creators of the paid network and this launch pad called Ignition. And I think they had like a hack or something years ago, and they went into dark mode to rebuild, revamp, to kind of make it happen deal. And they announced today that they went next level on this launch pad, making it very, very accessible for everyone, not VCs, not just VCs, not just people with a bunch of their tokens, the paid token, um, uh, which I really, really, really do like. They did a lot of interesting things for sure. I listened to that video this morning, and paid token started, screaming this morning after the stuff. But yeah, really good model for launch pads, and interesting people kind of tied to the project, which I found was fascinating. Altcoin Daily tied to the project. Rand Nooner, Crypto Banter tied to the project. Just the kind of the crypto people. Ivan on Tech tied to the project, which is interesting. Of course, again, Kyle has a fund and whatever, but the Launchpad is going to be next level, and he's got some interesting, well known in the space dudes, because Kyle is an OG in Bitcoin. Got Bitcoin in 2012, okay, and changed his life, changed the game. And same thing like Simon Dixon from Bank to the Future, Coinbase, Ripple, Coinbase investor, Ripple investor, Kraken exchange investor. In fact, he did a lot of things with and or through Simon Dixon's Bank to the Future to get access to a lot of these, become investors in these companies as well. So for us, like, what is going to be our Bitcoin moment, right? Is it going to be XRP? What's going to be our Bitcoin moment where we were there early, right? I mean, think about that. 2012 for Bitcoin is pretty good, pretty good, right? And so for the virtual bacon, I just was looking at his thing. Dude has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Ethereum. When did that happen? When did that happen, right? And so, what is going to be our thing? And is it going to be the XRP thing where people have hundreds and thousands and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of this asset. Will that happen? It's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. This AMM is going to be a big part, I think, of the future for the XRPL and the XRPL ecosystem. So they want to get that AMM right. They got to get it right. Let me see if I can find this paid network thing. Here it is. Here's the paid network. Our mission is to provide highly vetted projects and founders bringing brilliant ideas and crowd-sourced funding. I found out today that this funding is going to come from the community. The revamped new version is going to be coming from the community. Really, really excited about that. It is a KYC thing. Most people in the US will have to participate by way of the paid token. But yeah, interesting stuff that I listened to today. Really, very, very a paradigm shift for sure. Breaking ground in crowdfunding, dive into open pool. Initiation 2, V2 has arrived, and with a new era of crowdfunding. Here's what you need to know. Is that a video? No. Revolutionizing crowdfunding. We remove entry barriers, introduce circular token fees, ensure fairness, and enhance transparency via paid community fund. So two of the very interesting things is going to have an open pool where you can invest whatever you got. It's first come, first serve, like back in the old 2017 ICO days, if you remember those ICO days. Remember the days of the ICOs selling out in 3 seconds, 5 seconds, and it was crazy, bro. Crazy. I remember those. We remove entry barriers, introduce circular token fees, ensure fairness, and enhance transparency via the paid community fund, which is a new thing that they have. It's this community fund. The open pool is new as well. Early pool and open pool. So it's an interesting thing. Early pool is going to be for people who have 75,000 paid tokens staked. Now, you would have to have been in this project pretty early to get to 75,000. But while open pool allows public participation without paid token ownership, staking 75,000 paid token offers priority access via the early pool. And I think that includes 20 to 24 to 48 hours access to this launching of a project. And then when they go to the public, there's going to be this open pool. So staking model is revamped, evolving from ecstatic APR to sustainable yield. It now includes community fund benefit for paid token stakers, additional paid token utilities beyond early and priority access. Paid token stakers benefit from redesigned rewards, governance, participation, et cetera, et cetera. Just go check out this paid network at paid_network, at paid_network. And it's interesting here about KYC. KYC is mandatory for purchases over $1,000 and needs to be completed 25 hours before launch for purchases over 1,000. Interesting. They got a vesting portal, provides easy tracking, transparent schedule. I watched the video today. I was excited about the things it's doing. I've been, the LaunchPad thing is a challenge. Projects lost themselves, and they kind of turned from community funding to they went in this other direction to this VC funding, and it became not great. It became not great. I'll just say that. Here's paidnetwork.com, a revolutionary new launchpad. Ignition V2 is ready, featuring new fundraising mechanism, new token utility, new multi-chain. Right now it's ETH and BSC, but they will be doing multiple chains, which is going to be great. New projects revolutionizing and democratizing launchpads so anyone, anywhere can invest in new crypto projects. And again, I mentioned Kyle. I talked to him about you guys 2 or 3 months ago. It was something about him that came across as a kind of a genuine guy. And I feel today more so that I was right about. Again, I don't know the dude, but from watching his videos, um, yeah, that's the feeling that I got from him. There's the open pool, the launch part for everyone. There's a Telegram community. Ignition will be bigger than ever. New projects. There's a project going to be launching um, end of this month as well. And it's going to be a freaking gaming project that's going to be massive. Yeah, yeah. In 2 years, Ignition has become a top 3 launchpad, supported over 90 projects, raised nearly 30 million USD with an average all-time high of 1,800%. The paid token has done 600x twice. Twice. Oh my goodness gracious. The paid token has done 600x twice for our early investors such as Binance and more. That's wow. That's crazy. Ignition's growing ecosystem. Help me launch a project, new projects, latest news, and update. So this is the revamped version. And they had a hack years ago and were able to kind of fight off the hackers, but you get a character hit, you get an integrity hit, you get a reputation hit, plus you may have lost a certain amount of money. So they basically put the blinders on, went in stealth mode, rebuilt, and made some changes. And I like it. It's very, very, very interesting. Paid network, they do have a token. It was 30 cents. It got up to maybe 33 cents this morning. But yeah, interesting. Let me take a look at paid over here. Let's see what's going on here. I think Launchpads, guys, it's down 14%. When? In the last 24 hours? When? Oh, it's at 30 cents now. Okay, cool. Yeah, there we go. Let me see here. CoinGecko has changed a lot of their things, man. A lot of their stuff. Yeah. Yeah, there it was. In October. What the freak? October, this thing was 1 cent. God dang it. I hate when I miss out on that. Stuff like that. It was 1 cent. It was 1 freaking cent in October. 20 cents. So yeah, this is look, major backers behind this project. Major backers. Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. But the paid token is going to be on some other stuff as well. I don't know why that came up. Man, I wish I could have brought this to you guys sooner. I can't believe in October this thing was 1 cent. In December, it was 5 cents. Dang. But anyway, the Launchpad stuff, being able to get access to this stuff early is going to be what's the real get early access to these projects is going to be the game changer. Do your homework, right? Sniff around in their Telegram and figure out the KYC stuff. Let's see here. But I think Launchpad, and again, they're launching something called Gunzilla. I believe it's going to be the thing that's going to launch on this thing here. It's next level gaming. Very much liking to what's the very popular game online? What is it called? No, Nikita plays. Can't remember the name of it. What 10,000 people playing at one time? What's the name of that thing? I forget it. Yeah, I forgot it too. But yeah, so launch pads again, guys. I think it's going to be a game changer. Let's see if this chat is not working here. Let's go to the live chat. Hopefully I didn't use you guys. But yeah, so look, paid network, do your homework, do due diligence on it. I think it's going to be a next level launch pad. Everyone will have to make their own decisions in reference to that token. But I feel like new projects are going to be screaming to get on this launch pad. Paid token holders who stake are going to benefit from it big time. I like the open pool, and who knows? You may get yourself in one of these situations where you end up with 75,000 tokens. Right now, that seems like you have to spend tens of thousands of dollars to get there. But to get that little 1 to 2 day window where you're early, where you don't have to stress necessarily. But it's going to be a lot of benefits to staking at whatever level that you're able to stake. And I like that. It's going to be very interesting to see how an open pool is going to work. When I say that, it's going to be very much like the 2017 ICO days where, you got to make sure you're up at the wee hours of the morning. They got to make sure you're refreshing your browser and all that stuff. I'm certain that's what it's going to be like. But again, remember the ICOs? Everyone was doing these ICOs. And so everyone kind of was, it was really jammed. I think launch pads, I think a lot of people aren't going to know about launch pads and projects launching on these launch pads, so probably won't be as bad. But, I love the fact that, you can do $10 if you got $10 and $20 if that's all you got. You can, crowdfund and help crowdfund projects. Very much like the that lawyer in the XRP community is trying to do with his thing. I don't know how far along or not he is. There's competition in the launchpad space, and paid is paid. Like they just got they got the dollars, got the backing. A lot of this money comes from Kyle himself, and he's just got the network of influential people backing the project. So I think Launchpad is going to do really, really well. Hope I didn't lose you guys. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, it definitely helps with the algorithm on YouTube for sure. I'll mess around with that. All right, here we go. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Paid Network, check it out, guys. Go check it out, paidnetwork.com. And then it's at mission.paidnetwork.com for the Launchpad. Get yourself, figure out the whole KYC thing, see what it works for you. Yeah, and figure that stuff out, because I think this is going to be a next level type of thing. I really, really do. And I shared couple of projects that I've been looking into with you guys. I shared that. I'm going to share some more here in a couple of days. Share it with the Patreon group. If you want the kind of inside scoop of some of the stuff that I'm looking at, check out the Patreon group at patreon.com/Gulf Whiskey, which is for Generational Wealth Wednesday.com. Get more of the insight over there as well. I talked about the GRVT for ZK Sync. You can get to that stuff early. I'm on the wait list. Is over 1 million, close to 2 million people on a wait list to participate on the platform. Maybe it's 1.5 million people on a wait list. On a wait list? Yeah, that's next level. That is next level for sure. I feel like the chat froze or something. Feel like the chat might have frozen. I don't hear anybody. I don't see anyone. But yeah, guys, check that out. Hope you're excited as I am. That is actually a layer 2 being built with ZK rollup technology being built on Bitcoin. that is really, really cool. And these guys look like they really got it going on for sure. Highly encourage you to follow guys like Virtual Bacon on X at Virtual Bacon 0x. Follow him for sure. And get on YouTube for sure. And follow my guy. Follow Kyle, because again, see if you feel the same way that I feel. Phil comes across as just a good guy. And these guys, Virtual Bacon, Kyle, these are some dudes that, because of, their early stuff and, their wins or whatever, got some good inside information and are willing to share that with people publicly. And I think that is important. Unfortunately, we missed our bull run. For a lot of us, that bull run that we were not able to participate in because of the cloud on title that the SEC put, would have put us in a lot of positions to, get in better positions. And then, of course, the madness of Celsius kind of ruined it for some of us. But in any case, we still got the technology. This asset class is still new. It's still just beginning. I'm hoping for Casper, CASPER. Hopefully, it's going to do its thing. We shall see. I'm still excited about 0x leverage, without question, and Shido as well. I think it's going to be a game changer. But yeah, you can definitely check out the Patreon if you want to get the inside scoop on that as well. First, before I share with the community. All right, fam, there it is. Thank you so much for hanging out. It's been a really, really, really cool hang. I'm gonna hop off here because I got some more airdrop farming stuff I got to get done. It's been a really cool hang. I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out today. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Continue the hodl strong. And look, we've waited this long for XRP and the ecosystem and the AMM. There's no sense in giving up on it now, without question. I think it's going to get better. Flare Networks, again, is coming. So we know it's coming. And hopefully these things will launch in 2024 so that they can take advantage of this Bitcoin ETF and the halvening and the market with the rate cut that's coming. Hopefully, Flare will launch and the XRPL AMM will launch. That will help take advantage of these things. The Bitcoin ETF, the Bitcoin halving, the rate cut, the QE that's coming in 2024. These are great things for risk on assets. So there it is, fam. I appreciate each and every one of you for checking in. Do me a favor, if you hit the like button on the way out, that would be super, super awesome. And if you're hanging out watching the crypto season, you've been enjoying the hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this video. I could do all my videos and remind you guys this, that old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to perhaps ponder, consider, and perhaps ponder this idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.